And we are back for Controller-Palooza Episode 2, Part 2. Today we get to finish off these 4 PS4 controllers and get their faults fixed. In the last video, which I will put a link to somewhere up here, we encountered a controller that was full of yucky dead bugs. So it took up a lot of time. So now we're back to finish these off and get all these working again. Some of them actually really have no faults except for bad thumbsticks. So for example, and I made notes on this one says yucky thumbsticks, which it has. They're all greasy and yucky. This one is wrong thumbsticks because these have a different cover on them. So let's get these two done first because they're going to be fast, and then we'll get to the ones that actually have some faults. Although this one definitely needs a clean. Yuck. Man, these just don't want to come apart. Must be a clip in here somewhere that I'm just not getting. There it goes. All right. So disconnect that ribbon cable. We'll give the bottom a clean in a bit. Definitely got some hair in here. Yeah. Looks like pet hair of some sort. You can see that. But still not dead bugs. So, yeah. Take the battery out. Looks like we got one screw. And we got to undo the touchpad. So let's get these replaced. My little bag of spares. There we go. Now we just got to give the case a clean. Main thing I want to do with the case is get the crusties out of the seams. All right, so I've given everything a good scrub, a good clean. Got all the crunchies and gubbers out of the seams of the controller, which is always where you get finger gunk. When you have these controllers apart, the main thing you can do is clean all the little seams, because that's where dirt hides. So let's get this put back together. Luckily, they key all the buttons, so they only go back in to where they're supposed to go. Just going to get the board screwed down just so it can't fall apart on me again. Okay, everything feels good and clicky. There she is, good as new. This one is yet another different design of a controller. It's kind of crazy. Wow, this is totally different inside. Well, this one I might not have to take as much apart. Might be able to get at them from right here. Yep. Awesome. This one actually doesn't seem to be too bad inside. But again, totally different kind of design. let's get this one back together. So, gotta put the battery back in. Hook the ribbon cable back up. This one's nice because it's super long. And done. That one was pretty straightforward. So we got 2 out of 4 complete. Which one's this one? Missing L2 and Yucky Thumbsticks. Yucky Thumbsticks again. That should rename my channel to Yucky Thumbsticks. And there is our rattle. I'm assuming that's going to be part of the trigger. But I picked up a replacement set of buttons, which you can do if you know the model, because they all apparently are a little bit different. Now, the metal spring appears to still be there, so I don't need the replacement one. I am just going to see if I can just hook up the new button. There we go. Wow. Easy peasy. Except we got to deal with Yucky Thumbsticks. All right, here we go again. Time to Yucky Thumbstick it up. Time to just clean this one around the edges. Okay, so let's test these 3 because they didn't have any faults other than the one button was missing, but the button still worked. And they had yucky sticks. So, you know. So let's test these out and see if they're okay. So here we go. Plugging in the first one. This was just a... Oh, I got a problem. Already got a problem. When I put it back together, that button is out of whack. So I'm going to have to open that one back up and fix that button position. There, got it. So not too bad. Didn't have to take the whole thing apart again. Well, sort of did, but not completely. All right. Now let's try it. Both sticks are good. Buttons for the sticks are good. D-pad, good. Buttons, good. Good. Everything is good. Excellent. Good. So this one is good to go. We didn't break it. Next one up. This one here. Everything's good. We didn't break another one. Sweet. We are 2 for 2. And this one. Did I plug the ribbon cable in backwards? And it's in backwards. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the ribbon cable was flipped around. Let's test this now. Both triggers, both those. D-pad's good. Sticks are good. Buttons on the sticks are good. Buttons are good. Start there. Good. Everything's great. Works again. Perfect. The last one actually needs some repair because apparently there is no L2. And of course, it has Yucky thumbs. Kind of surprised that there's no L2 because there's really not much to it other than, maybe it's just grubby. Okay, we'll try the easy thing first. We'll try just giving it a clean. Some isopropyl alcohol on a cotton swab. Well, doesn't seem to be anything dirty on there, that's for sure. Let's try hooking it back up. See if anything changed. Oh, getting some signs of life. Is this a membrane problem? I think we might have a membrane problem. Now it's stuck on. All right, well, let's tear it apart even further. Let's see if we can swap out the membrane. Hopefully I've got the right one. We'll change our last two Yucky sticks. Registered trademark. Let's take this membrane off and put on a new one. I have to say, out of all the repairs that you could have to do to these controllers, replacing this button membrane is probably my least favorite. Because the ones that are, in there originally have creases and folds in them and they lay flat. And when you put a new one in, it doesn't do that. So I have to figure out, I got to get this to lay flat here. So I'm going to need a couple of pieces of tape, I think. So as long as this is making contact in the back, should be okay. All right, new membrane is installed. Let's get this back in here so that these buttons don't fly away, and it appears I have gotten it back together. So let's hook this ribbon cable up and see if it made a difference. Okay, well, the button's not on permanently. Yay! Yay, yay. Okay. All right, so let's pause this. Let's put this back together. Actually, I probably should clean it. Cleaned all the other ones. Why stop now? Final test. Excellent. Perfect. All of them are 100% fixed. So there we go. 4 controllers completely restored, working 100%. Let's see what we fixed. We replaced all of the thumbsticks due to Yucky stick. One of them needed a replacement trigger, which we replaced. And then one of them needed a new membrane because the left trigger was all worn out. I don't know if it was the Clearly was the membrane because we had fixed when we swapped it out with a new one. 4 controllers completely restored 100%. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.